What's going on, guys? Welcome back. Promise, still red beard, but had to get rid of some of that. Anyway, it's May 13th. 6 days ago we planted the sunflowers and they're coming up. I noticed them an evening or so ago. I noticed a few, but just in the last, since yesterday and today, they're coming. The weeds are coming too. But the morning glories and the coffee weed and the volunteer millet. But it is what it is. I hadn't delved into pre-emergent herbicides yet. That may be a experiment next year, but turn this camera around here and show you some of these coming up. That's a sunflower breaking through, and that's coffee weeds and that millet stuff. See here's a stalk of one. And what happens is, I believe when some of those that weren't quite as deep, when they come up, the dirt don't strip the hull off the top. When it comes up out of the ground, it's sitting there with that blue hull on the leaves, and the birds come along and pluck it off. But it's seeded a little heavy, so we're still gonna be good. By seeded heavy, I mean you got 4 or 5 coming up together. There's a hull that come off. Morning glory. Overall, I'm happy. Always good to see them coming up. Pray for some more rain. Get them on up a little higher where we can start cultivating. And the goal is to at least cultivate and plow the middles, plow the rows out at least once, and hopefully get the post-emergent application down with the IMOX and the clethodim, nitro surf. We might side dress them, hit them with some nitrogen. Just try to do something a little different this year. See if we can get better results. I think we'll have a stand of them as long as Mother Nature cooperates. But just wanted to come down here and see what was going on today, and we got them sprouting. And it goes up all the way down to the under. The rows get shorter over here, but overall, I'm guessing I got about an acre. I'm gonna get on my hunt stand out and try to lay it off, get a rough perimeter. and try to get an idea so when we go to mixing chemicals I can hit it just right. But I'll check back in a few days, get a few more progress videos. A couple weeks I'll do another episode, post it to the channel. Been at the lake all day today, just about. Caught a few bass, caught a decent mess of crappie and brought them home and cleaned them, and we come down here to check the field out. So that's all for now. I'll pick this back up later on, so y'all just stick with me. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the Redbeard Saga. You see we got the sprayer on. It's Saturday, June the 3rd. We're fixing to go down here and do a post-emergent spraying on the Clearfield Sunflowers. Just got the sprayer hooked up. We're gonna go down here and mix. Well, first thing we're gonna see is make sure the pump's gonna run, and then we'll mix the chemicals and head to the field and spray. Try to kill some of these weeds and grasses we got coming on. So I'll just stick with me. I'll pick it back up here in a minute when we mix, tell you the rates that we're going to be using. So y'all just stick with me. There's the chemicals we're gonna mix. You got 3 different ones there. One is for broadleafs, one is for grass, and the other is the non-ionic surfactant. Basically that's a sticker agent, the nitro surf. The IMOX is your broadleaf control, and this Grass Out Max, the active ingredient is clethodim, and that's for grasses. So what you got is you want to spray IMOX at about 4 to 6 ounces per acre. Nitro Surf is 1 to 3 pints per acre, and clethodim at 16 ounces per acre. So that's how we're gonna sweat bees is bad, but that's how we're gonna mix this. We'll get it in a tank, and I'll pick it back up when we get in the field. We're down here in the field. As you can see, this greenery is volunteer millet that's come up from last year. We might leave a strip of this way and just let it go for an early make, and then tear this up and plant some more. But walk over here and show you some of these sunflowers. See, they're about anywhere from 6 to 8 inches tall. Some of them's a little shorter, but I think it will be just fine to spray it. What we got here trying to kill is got a lot of this sickle pod. We call it coffee weed, other grasses. Volunteer millet in here. I'm hoping that clethodim will take care of that. But That's what we got going on. Walk over here and get him lined up on these rows. Get started spraying. Oh, a couple weeks ago he cultivated, so the middles is pretty good, but in the firs you got stuff that's a little more mature, but maybe we can take care of that. Pick it back up in a minute. Well, here goes nothing. He's fixing to get her cranked up. He's getting about 5 rows. Yeah. So you got some plants down here that's about 10 inches tall. As you can see, the planter, it planted them, but we still got to work out the spacing a little bit, but I'd rather have too many is not enough. Maybe this spraying here will help with some of these weeds. Maybe that nitrogen in that nitro surf will give them a boost. But that's what we got going on. Try to get this knocked out. We needed some rain. Rain and go a long ways. Get these babies jumping. Looking pretty good, right? Pick y'all back up later. Spraying on a windy day was a good idea or not, but just got to get it while we can. Chance of showers tomorrow, a few times through the week. I hope we get them because we need a little water But try to get them sprayed before they get too much more growth on them. The weeds, that is. Get rain, they'll take off. Try to knock them in the head best we can. Now this is all volunteer millet from last year. I might leave a section over there, and it's got more grassy weeds and stuff in it right there. We might plow that out. I got some fresh seeds and we'll plant it, but that's just a volunteer stand of it. We'll just let it go, see how that works. Of course, these rows right here, 1, 2, 3, you see how much more green grass in it. That's millet. And what it was is I took out part of my millet patch to put in sunflowers, so I don't know. It may be too far ahead. These may stay milleted up, but if it don't kill it all, that'll just be more seeds for the doves to eat. Last year and the year before, I had volunteer millet in my sunflowers, and the doves would go in there and feed on that before the sunflowers made. I'll try to keep it as clean as possible. It's been a little better each year, so maybe this year we'll have cleaner rows. Finishing up here the last run, hoping he can make the end of the row before it runs out. We're not farmers, so we don't know much about chemicals and sprayers. We probably don't quite have the right nozzles for doing this. But it looks like he's gonna make it. We got it on there anyways. Look at this millet jungle already. That's about gonna wrap it up for today. Got it sprayed. throw this together and post it up for y'all guys. And I'll come back in a week or so and do an update, and we'll see how we did. Always, I just thank y'all for following along. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll catch y'all on the next one.